My name is Jamie, and I play Sephiroth.
My name is Darren, and I play Paladin.
My name is Johnny, and I play Tony Evans.
My name's Ben, I play Macross.
My name is Sophie, and I play Arya.
My name's Emma, and I play Mara.
Okay, so we last left off with you guys searching Genesis Orphanage, encountering quite a few children, one of which Tony was convinced he didn't wake up, but actually did wake up and then knocked her out. You guys collected the children, entangled them with your rope, and kept them in the lobby, with Arya fetching Seymour to report what they had found. Seymour seemingly appeared angry, as well as just a bit disappointed. He returned and discussed the fact that he was annoyed at the fact that you guys had investigated without the authorities sort of accepting the unofficial contract, essentially, because this wouldn't be an official business, otherwise you would be guards. So he then decided that you may as well search the place, so he done a double look with you guys and uncovered a trapdoor which led down to the cell room, which contained 4 children, one of which was Princess Theyna. You guys then explored and went into the bedroom downstairs, where you found a grey cloak and a yellow rose, significant to the reoccurring rumour of a man who would charm the children whilst holding a yellow rose. You guys managed to uncover a secret door which led into a further room, which you guys haven't been able to take the details in because it was a very rushed moment, but you guys pushed through the curtains after hearing the villain of the orphanage, and you guys had a battle in which Tony then managed to have the final blow with his burning bow, which left him saying, "You got me," and then his form just disappears. And that's where we left off. So, you guys have had your battle and the form has just disappeared. A moment of silence sort of just goes past, with everyone sort of like just breathing and just coughing as the air just dissipates. As if you guys remember, there was a poison cloud that he had used. You, Valadin, everyone in that room actually, would see where the form was, there is now a stone object.
Just for reference, where was the form?
It just in front of Seymour.
Oh, a stone object.
So if you want, you can put
a
small stone object.
Put the D4, don't use
Yeah,
the
from
D4.
these.
D4, yeah.
D4 too small for you.
They really are.
Only high damage.
Only weaklings use D4s.
What would you guys like to do?
Thanks.
Oh, thank you, sir. Can I go over and investigate? Well, have a little peek around the stone thing.
How are you investigating?
I want to check for magical, sort of any, magical aura about it.
Just sort of magical, sort of magical, or
Any
sort
clues
of
from the
magical.
DM? Yeah, just sort of magical.
Roll an Arcana check.
Yeah.
I would like to have an action on hold with an arrow in my bow ready if this guy comes back or the thing does anything magic.
Okay, cool.
Good shout. I'm gonna go into the room.
15.
15. You look at the glyph, you don't touch it, but you just observe it, and you can identify that this is actually a glyph of death. But you can identify the fact that it currently has a charge on it.
Ooh.
In the sense that it hasn't been dissipated, it is technically active.
Okay, guys, I'll be a bit careful when poking around this glyph. It appears to be of nastiness.
What do we know about
Shall I
that?
smack it with radiant damage?
That's a great idea. Go
Yeah.
for it. I'm going to leave first.
Wait. We know that if you try and destroy it and you don't do it properly, you can get sucked into it.
Do we?
Can you?
Yeah, Seymour said that.
Seymour sort of says something. He goes, "That's for the higher sort of glyphs. So the myriad glyphs, the stronger ones. Essentially.
Okay.
The smaller ones, these ones tend to be fine, but I would advise not to touch this."
Whack away. Say to Valadin.
Was that a
Referring to
science
the
quote?
glyph. To the glyph.
Was it? I haven't
Whack
seen that.
away.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Away.
Anyway. So.
So what are you doing?
Is there any way for me to detect what this actual charge is without interfering with it. Obviously, do I have any sort of?
It'll be hard to do without an identify spell.
When you say charge, you don't mean like genie in a bottle situation.
Well, when I say charge, it means it's stored in energy of some sort that it can then use.
Okay.
So whereas an unactive one, the runic carvings wouldn't actually have like a glow or a pulsation thing. They would just be a simple stone.
Let it be known that Johnny's going to be an a-hole. Inactive, not unactive.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Forgive me, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that
Are
we
these
can hear him on the
torches?
cross talking.
As you guys look around, you can actually see that these are the sort of like the small circles that are on the walls are actually hoops
Chain link thing.
of where supposedly chains could be attached to.
Okay.
Can I do like a perception or investigation to look around this room to look for anything interesting?
Just roll a perception check, just to get a general
Okay,
view of
Can
the
I
whole.
also?
Yep, go for it.
3.
Is there any sort of indication of footsteps or stuff leading away? Like he could have been invisible as opposed to teleporting, or
Roll. Where are you you searching?
around the glyph, sort of around like the few feet.
Okay,
surrounding.
roll an investigation.
21.
21. 16.
That'll work.
Just like to see more.
Okay, cool. We'll put that on hold.
16 for my.
16. You look around, and around the glyph there appears to be no sort of tracks, but you look further against the wall, and you can see that there is sort of a small gathering of sand.
Oh, another
can I,
one.
A little gathering of sand. Is
Yeah,
there
so
a history of this?
there was a small gathering of sand outside the secret door.
Okay. Like
Well,
a pile.
that was that even a secret door? We just smashed our way through a wall. We don't really know.
Because when we checked, wasn't it secret?
It appears to be a
was.
secret door, yeah.
Can I have a little?
People messed up the investigation rolls, so we went like just.
Smashing
Oh,
in.
for a second, Mara and Seth, if you guys look around the room and you can see that. So you guys look around and you can see that actually the hoops are definitely where shackles would have been, and you can see that there is a large disturbance of like dust around each and every single one. So it appears that these seems to be a very actively used chain
Recent.
hook. Recently, yes. Again, the curtains are quite dusty and a bit murky. Other than that, this room's kind of empty. It's kind of a weird, horrid thing because it's you just sort of know what has gone in this room.
Can I do an investigation into that sand?
Sure, roll an investigation.
Okay.
It's sand.
Can I look around the sort of the wall next to the little pile of sand that I found, looking for a secret door or any?
Roll an investigation check.
Don't suppose to get any sort of bonus from that, knowing that they're
Roll an
probably is.
investigation.
Yeah, like
19. Okay,
that's
cool.
12.
You look at the sand, and it's a very fine sand that you would usually find in most play pits, like sand pits, not
play pits,
necessarily construction sand.
We must be below the sand pit.
14.
14. You look around and you can see that just above in the ceiling there is a small indent.
Oh.
Can I? I'm going to step back away from the wall and can I use Mage Hand to reach up in there and sort of
Where is
fiddle
it?
around?
So fumble.
So if you
Phil.
go over, yeah, about there.
Cephal's there too.
Sephra there is there as well. You're doing mage hand.
Yeah, just use that to fiddle around.
You go into it and you can see that as you sort of use mage hand that it's like a small slab which just gets lifted and then you slide it across and then you can see the start of a ladder.
Oh, nice. All right, okay. Guys, I found a ladder.
Oh, nice. What's that
Done
there?
then.
What are we doing about this glyph?
I'm not Ben, I'm Macross.
Macross.
Talking to.
Who is this person?
Who is this person? Who you speak of?
I've got pet names for everyone.
Oh, you're a darling.
Valentin, you wanted to speak to Seymour.
Seymour, we found these before. We've smashed them open. How would you go about discharging these?
If any of you have a spell that dispels magic itself, then that would be a way.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I have one available.
Otherwise, supposedly if we go anywhere near it or touch it, it could trigger. So hitting it with a weapon would not be ideal.
What if Macross uses mage hand on it?
Okay, if
Mage
we all
Hand dies.
choose, get out of the
You
way.
can certainly try.
I'm not overly inclined to.
Yeah.
I'm all up for leaving it alone. I don't suppose there's any way we could potentially.
Can we just put it in the bag and hold it?
Can we block off this
If you could
gate?
touch it.
If
Well,
you
I
want
was
to
going to say, why
touch
don't
it,
we
yeah.
just leave it open for anyone that attempts to follow us? There's a chance that they'll trigger it and.
Yeah, but what
Can-
if that's
in a
a
bad way.
child or, you know?
Well, then that's an unfortunate
What
situation.
about his physical watch?
Yeah, I can get this.
Can we not seal off?
You can-
It's really useful, probably.
You can do it.
I don't have it. I haven't prepared it today, but then again, I don't think I've prepared it.
Matt Cross, can you pick it up with Mage Hand?
Haven't decided yet.
Fucking try it. Alright, everyone should probably.
And you
back
stick it
up a
in
little.
magical.
I can stick it in your sack. If we all just back up a little way. So we all just back up?
Yeah, can we all just
Before
How
we
wide
try
does the sack go?
I mean, it's like a small letter bag, postman's bag.
I have a thing.
How big is this glyph, by the way? I haven't actually.
Oh, we
checked.
have-
A glyph is around about,
Oh, it's just a little
you
thing.
could say like 6
like a store.
inches in diameter.
I don't fit
Like a
inside
ball.
it.
Like a small, yeah, like a small ball.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's rounder than flat, honestly. So
Are
it's
we
like
leave-
it's the cylinder.
Are we leaving the room?
Just I don't know, get us away from the glyph.
Are we
Yeah.
not then going up the ladder?
Well,
Well, before we faff around with the glyph.
with the ladder. Yeah? Is Seymour staying?
Seymour will seemingly step back, but he'll go only behind the curtains.
Do I have to hold?
He won't get out of the room.
Yeah,
Shall I hold the sack?
Valadin, you stay in.
That's demeaning.
Thank you.
You, Rick? Oh!
Thank you.
So, are you
Yeah.
staying
He's
there?
holding the sack open for me to drop the glyph into it.
Yeah. I'll do that.
You don't have
If I'm staying in here, you can
don't
stay
have
in with
to.
me.
Like,
Huh?
you don't,
For dispel
don't have
magic,
to.
it's
It's
a.
only
He
joking.
has to.
For every spell of fourth
No,
level
we're
higher
going to make
on
the glyph
target,
up into the bag.
an ability check is made using a spell.
I can just smack it.
So I'm guessing I roll a d10.
If you want,
add
you're
my spell card.
welcome to
Patience, one of
try.
your
The
friends.
DC equals
No.
10 plus the
it's
spell
quite
that's
often
on the
in
object's level.
Yeah.
So I'd roll. Okay.
Maybe that's. I think that's Valadin's dwarven nature versus.
Okay, so
I'm
you-
just going to try that.
you're gonna
Mage
try this
hand
out?
up into the sack of holding.
Okay. As you touch the glyph, there is a very large, sort of like pulsating sound, sort of like a.
Sound retarded.
You wish to continue?
Very gingerly.
Very gently.
The mage hand is like.
It's a very. I'm putting a lot of effort into keeping the mage hand stable more than quick.
Okay. You
I did think.
lift it up ever so cautiously. Again, it's like do you know the metal detector sort of game? It's like a very fine,
Steady hand.
steady hand detector.
Drops
Very
it Valadin's
fine, steady thing.
Then.
I'd like you to make a sleight of hand check,
All good.
just a straight.
Do we hear this sound
You run
outside?
back in.
You guys would hear a very. Or where Seymour just goes, "Be careful!"
Suck, Ben.
I want to move
That be an 8, that be.
here.
Go for it.
That be 8.
Be an 8. Okay. I would like
Did you roll an actual 20?
yourself and
Done.
Valadin to make
Yes.
Constitution saving throws, please.
I'm a boss at this.
I'm not. Oh, yes! That's a 20 overall.
Nice.
That is 12.
12. Okay. You take 8 points of necrotic damage. No, 4 points. You made a save. You, however, Valadin, take 8 points of necrotic damage as this thing just. And there is a very sort of like sharp, almost like, yeah, do you know when you have the white sound where it's just like. It's like that sort of moment of where
Ow.
you sort of are just disorientated and there's a bright flash of light as it just appears in front of you and you feel this darkness sort of just seep into your skin. Macros are able to sort of like shield yourself a bit more. Valadin, however, being too surprised as you're holding the bag. As you do so, you hear,
Your left holding the
"Oh,
bag.
did you miss me so soon?"
Oh, he's back.
As
I heard that. I'm coming in.
Hey!
Oh my!
in between of you guys,
Very
you
nice.
can now see the figure.
On the thing.
Did he land on the glyph?
Not on the glyph. The glyph
Isn't the
is
glyph
now
there yet?
technically not anywhere to be seen. I would like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Jolly good.
Guys, I'm glad we can probably finish this guy.
See,
Let's
now.
Must
Now.
be.
I'll keep it.
Is Arya with us?
You can, if you want to start to make your way
Yeah,
through
it's
this,
very
so you can start doing this.
Look, yeah, Christian service. That's a 10.
Whoa, that's loud.
No.
Oh, this
very
reminds me
true.
of the D&D battles back in the days when we first.
This is the original
The original.
soundtrack from Sirenscape. Okay, so That dice been treating me really nicely today.
Oh, great.
And then all of a sudden, just terrible. Okay, so initiative audio of 20 to 20. 20 to wow.
I got 20.
20 to 25. Natural or?
No.
Okay, cool. So Tony at
It's got
20.
beast initiative, yo. Plus 4.
I need to roll.
-1.
Okay, cool.
So,
No, that's right.
15 to 20.
Just felt like this
10 to 15.
17.
So 15 to 20, nothing. 10 to 15, 17. Okay.
special little paladin.
Shut up, Johnny! Shut up!
Paladin at 17.
Paladin
And then
at
10 for
He's from a
Sephiroth.
rural mining community.
With the gems.
5 to 10.
6, 7, yeah, 6.
6. Okay, so 6 for Mara.
Do well.
And both Ira and Macross at 5.
Yeah.
17.
Macross.
7.
So that's everyone. Just a heads up, those of you guys that are tied to Arya and Macross, you can sort of cross-link turns, if that makes sense.
Right.
So one person can do an action, then another person can do an action.
You can
It's just a way of like, as you guys have the same initiative, it's like one fluid movement.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So at the top of the round, Tony.
Yeah, boy! Blessed arrows coming at you! I stride through the curtain and I call Aracia as I move for my bonus action, I assume.
Yep.
I then take 2 shots at this guy right here with my blessed arrows, which give me a +1 to attack because they're magic and stuff. 25 on the first hit,
That will hit.
and the second 23
That also hits.
plus 11. Beast mode. They then take. First arrow does. 7. 9 points piercing damage. No, sorry. 7 points piercing damage. 9 points fire damage. And an extra 2 points blessed damage? Radiant damage, maybe?
What's that
For
from?
my blessed arrows.
From Buster. Yeah, that'd be radiant.
Awesome.
How did you bless them?
That guy did it, that spooky dude.
Okay, cool. So that's a total of 16, 18.
That's the first arrow.
Nice.
Let's do arrow number 2!
Really saucy.
Boom!
Oh.
8. So that's 12 points piercing damage, 4 points fire damage, and 2 points radiant damage.
Nice.
14.
Too shallow.
That's so you got 36 damage in the first.
That's bad.
It's possible my burning bow is a little bit overpowered.
Which might have to be revisited. Okay.
Retract that comment. Take it back.
Okay, cool. So as you sort of like step in and you sort of say the command word for your burning bow, and you just let out a roar as you pull back and you just fire 1 arrow and then 2 arrows as the fire sort of it just engulfs the arrows and just seeps into the thing and goes, oh, too soon. Seymour is next. Seymour would like to step through the curtains. And he is going to pull out a short sword.
And move towards the guy.
And he will, run over to the other
There,
side.
flanking
Oh, I saw
those.
that spells.
Yeah.
wish there was a
So he's going to go for an
spell
attack.
to keep those spells. Like spell slots. That would be a good spell.
Misses. And he's going to make another one. Misses. Okay, cool. That's really nice. Valadin, at the top of your round, he's actually going to go. Actually, I'd like to have a little bit of fun. I would like everyone in the room to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Ooh. 7.
7,
14.
12, 14. Okay.
You all suck.
What was your one, sorry?
7.
7.
I forgot.
You take 11 points of poison damage. You guys take 5 points of poison damage. As I'll see what also needs to make.
What are you on, Johnny?
Well, it currently says that I have 159 HP,
I doubt that.
so I don't
I'm
quite
gonna
know
go-
what I had.
That's a
last week.
typo and say 19. Does command
So
Z?
you
might have to double check that.
No.
It was either 19 or 15. I think it's probably 15, but I'm willing to go
You
with
say
19.
Yeah, 5.
I'm also in this situation willing to go with 19.
What's your... Let's say 19.
So I take 11 points piercing damage.
11 points of
Are
poison
these
damage.
affecting
As,
our max
as he
attack
sort of pulls out a small, almost like a small bomb, and just throws it down on the ground, and it's like... As he just gets... as the poison just sort of spreads around the room in a 20-foot radius, which just covers the area. He then looks at you, Val, and just goes, "Now, your turn."
I'm going to cast Divine Smite, clearly,
Okay.
with a second level spell slot.
Okay, roll for an attack.
Natural 20.
Hey!
Boom.
Boom.
Roll damage.
This is gonna hurt me.
Feel the damage well.
My D8's missing. Is that my D8?
Yes, that's a D8. Yes. Oh yeah.
Do you just double the... That's 2d8s.
I would also like Macross and Tony to make strength saving throws, please.
Strength.
That's always good for me.
The Divine Smite's gonna blow
11.
you back.
12.
Is that strong?
Okay, cool.
Strong blows! Boom!
Do you just double the damage when you get
I
a
don't
You roll, yeah, you double the damage.
rather than roll?
Without the modifiers.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's straight out 14 damage without modifiers.
That's 28.
So that goes to 28.
Plus, now add your modifiers.
So that's a d8 modifier. Sorry, that's 8 damage.
So 30,
36.
36.
36. And I'm going to do my
30.
second attack.
I'd also like you to roll 1d6.
4.
4. 40 points of damage. As you just pull back Thorn and just go, all of a sudden there's a massive bright shining light from the impact as Macross and Tony are pushed back 10 feet.
What did
So
I
if you
say?
can do so.
I said it would be
Do I
so
protect the
strong,
wall?
it'd push you back.
Same with me,
So,
I'm in the corner.
pushed away from Valadin by 10 feet, so you would be against the wall,
Yeah.
and you'd actually take
Oh, good.
1 point of bludgeon damage just at the force of it.
Don't shout.
Seymour,
That's for the
makes,
little ones.
Seymour makes the save. As you look down at the sword, Valadin, you can see that the bead on the gem is actually pulsating now. You have an awoken Thorn.
Thorn is a beast.
Cool.
It's got a curve.
Valadin's sword is called Thorn. It's magic.
Do you want to do a second attack?
Yeah.
Can you now do it with the
With the new improved, yeah.
With
check that out, read that out first so that you can use it.
I just saw the words Wrath of Justice.
Which is what
Shall
you
we read
guys
that out?
experience.
Yeah, go on.
You gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with the sword. Curse. The sword is possessed by a vengeful paladin spirit. Becoming attuned to it extends the curse to you. As long as you remain cursed, you are unwilling to part with the sword, keeping it on your person at all times. While attuned, you have disadvantage on attack rolls made with weapons other than this one. While sword is on person, you must succeed a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw whenever you take damage in combat. On a fail save, you must attack the creature. Oh, this is the same as
Yeah,
before.
it's the same. There's just one new thing about it.
Wrath of Justice.
Wrath of Justice.
On an attack roll of 20,
So natural 20 roll.
the sword blasts the surrounding area with justice. Sweet justice. Each creature within 20 feet of the point of impact must succeed on a DC 15 strength save or be knocked back 10 feet. All creatures take 1d6 radiant damage, half as much on a save. Good aligned creatures take 0 damage.
Nice.
Okay.
That says good line. Celestials take 0 damage.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
So we should have taken damage.
So you took, it was 4, so you guys take 4 points of radiant damage. As essentially what it is, it's like a purge of your sins. So anything you've done wrong, it's
You've
like
been naughty.
it's like a sort of like a punishment just from the gods, as it's just this pure wrath of justice.
Not a boy.
I must say, the damage for Wrath of Justice is not included in the critical damage, if that makes sense. So you just roll the 1d6. Otherwise, that would be a
That was
very,
what that was at the end.
very damn
Did I
powerful.
have to roll a d20, like a natural d20 to awaken?
Yeah.
Is that your idea?
Which you had done on like ability checks and things like that, just not on attack rolls.
I thought it was something to do with the property of the gun.
No, okay, so your second round of attacks. Roll,
Okay.
roll for a second attack.
I have to roll this for mine. Sorry, okay.
Yep.
Just saying.
Oh.
I definitely rolled a crit on it.
Yeah,
When I
and then plus 9.
Did I not?
Oh,
So
nice.
18.
You have to be a paladin to that.
Has to be a paladin.
18.
It's cursed by
Hits.
a paladin.
Racist.
Spirits.
Racist sword.
Paladin's not a race.
Hit, roll for damage.
It's a class.
Classist.
Numbskull.
The Theresa May of swords.
14.
Right, take it political.
I must say that you guys have
Political.
already done 76 points of damage within
What was my total?
40 from the last one.
And this is 14.
14 damage. Okay, cool.
It's like 54.
54. Yeah.
Nice.
54.
54 total. Brilliant. Okay.
Sick.
So as you do that, he just goes, "Oh, God! Okay! That one hurt. That was the end of that one."
Cut him in half.
It is now Sethral's turn. However, at the start of your turn, he is going to get another bomb out. I would like everyone in the room.
Does Seymour have to be pushed back?
I'm gonna go on.
He made the
No,
save.
he
He made the
saved
save.
Do you think?
I would like everyone to make a wisdom saving throw in the room.
I'm
Everyone
gonna
in the room.
die.
You must
This
need
is
trouble.
necrotic.
Just roll a wisdom saving throw.
Not bad.
5!
Oh dear.
5 as well. Smart bruddies. Bruddies.
Still lies.
5.
Oh dear.
18.
Please not look across.
Sethra?
me.
Oh, you're not there.
Please not.
You need to do that as well.
Macros had a good time since
You
got
two
back.
are
Okay.
gonna.
Everyone apart from Valadin takes 11 points of psychic damage. Macross.
I'm already unconscious, it's fine.
Okay, Macross, you at the moment cannot stop laughing. Which means that you cannot attack. You are technically
laughing.
you are technically incapacitated, so basically you can't take actions or reactions. So you're just there, you're just laughing.
It's not charmed.
That's-
or anything.
It doesn't appear to be charmed. He just throws it down, and it's a mixture of sort of. It's a very weird gas. It's almost like helium,
It's like yes.
and it just makes you go. As you also laugh, and you just go. Yes, enjoy the fun of it all. As his laugh is sort of amplified through the cloud.
Is it like a poison?
No psychic damage is
Oh,
not.
sorry.
Yeah.
Johnny.
Okay, Sephiroth.
Would I know there's like poisonous gas in there? Would I just? Could I tell?
You would have heard like. But other than that,
You've heard Macross burst
You've heard
into
him do
laughter
that before.
unexplained.
You have
so
heard
you'd
it, yes,
recognise
you
there's
could-
been gas.
Yeah. Okay.
plus you can now hear Macross just laughing away.
Also, I'm on the ground, Jamie.
Yeah, I know.
Are you unconscious?
Yes. Oh, I'm outside the thing. Does that count for anything?
It seeps underneath. It's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
Does it reach me then?
No, it's just sort of like as you sort of like look through sort of the
Yeah.
large hole that's been punched through
yeah,
by Seymour,
that's
you can now just see a few
No, it does.
like wafts of like
Okay.
gas.
That only just
Okay.
gets me, so I'm
Can I
on
just get my staff of healing and kind of just like poke it through the hole and heal Tony?
I'm gonna say roll a spell attack with disadvantage as you're
Jamie,
doing this around the corner.
Jamie,
Oh well,
if it helps,
it's
you
not.
can stand there.
It's
and
not.
be in
Oh, I
gas.
thought. Well, I thought the gas was.
It's
Gonna,
like a very faint thing. It's not strong enough to affect you.
Oh, okay.
Come
Well, I'm just gonna go there.
Okay, cool.
And I'm gonna use it at second level because I have loads of slots on my staff.
How many schlaps?
2d8 plus 5.
All those schlaps on your stage.
Mari and Macross. No, sorry,
One.
Mari, you're left. You're next. Gosh.
7.
7. So Tony, as you sort of like, as your mind sort of like just reaching, as you hear all this laughter just penetrate your ears, you just black out, and then just brought back to life as you see Sephiroth just sort of like giving you like a grin and a thumbs up as he's just laid his hands on you.
I put my hand out for Sephiroth to let me up. He's a feisty one, and then I turn to go back into the room.
Okay, cool.
So don't go, but counter.
Anything else, Sephiroth?
Thank you for
I'm gonna use.
Nice one, dude.
What is it?
Let it be known.
I'm
that
gonna
I-
use. I think I'm gonna use healing word.
Who are you doing that for?
I'm gonna use it for Tony again.
20. Okay, cool.
My boy.
So if you go ahead and do that,
Fucking me up.
are you going to be moving anywhere?
No,
6.
Okay, cool. Mara, your turn.
Sorry,
Another
where does the
8.
poison go up to?
Beauty.
Pardon?
Where does the poison gas go up to?
On Tony's block. That's sort of the concentrated area.
Hold your breath. Can you hold your breath?
You can hold your breath, yeah.
But it'll probably
It's
ask
just that you guys were initially in the cloud before you
Yeah.
could go.
Oh yeah, we definitely couldn't. But
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so can I?
You can scoot past. So long as there is an empty space in your hand. Yep. Monk movements. I'm guessing you're holding your breath.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. As you stand underneath the curtain.
it looks like a cool shawl draped over your shoulder.
Can I
That sounds
chuck my spear?
A little.
You can do. What's the range on the spear?
It's like 30 feet.
Yeah, it's gonna be there. So. Do you want me to find it?
Yes, please. Because you could be at disadvantage if you're too close.
It's got. You could just stab him from there. It's probably like a pole arm, isn't it? It's got.
Be a reach of 10 feet, but
Yeah, that's 15.
she's got.
It's diagonal.
Comes down.
That's a spear.
Maybe you. I say, well, just roll for an attack first, and then
Yeah.
it just affect later on.
I won't see more of my buddy list.
Oh yeah, I have buddy list.
No.
Well,
You
allies.
have, you have a
allies.
comrade list.
Do I? I have allies.
Pardon me. As you sort of like step through the room, holding your breath, you try and take a shot, but the whole sort of like cloud is slightly distorting the vision, and just holding your breath and everything's under pressure. You go and throw your spear, and it just clatters to the other side as he just ducks and goes, "Oh, you missed it!"
Stabs Ben in the face.
Splat.
Anything else? Any bonus actions that you have?
Macross. I'm impaled.
No,
Can't get any further, can I? It's not
no,
gonna make a difference, is it? Anyway.
not really. No.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
You've got more movement.
No, I don't think she has. 1, 5, 10, 15, 14. No, you're at max 40 over there. Unless, no, you've got
50's my
50, so you can move
Get out of the
2 more
cloud.
squares.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're currently on the edge of the. Wait. No, you'd be out of the cloud because it's like a circular radius. Okay, cool. Mara and. Oh, gosh. Okay, Arya and Macross. You both collectively have the same initiative.
Go for it. I'm not.
Can I do Moonbeam?
Moonbeam. Do you want to read out the spell for me?
That sounds
Yes.
cool.
Cheers.
A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within
Do you
range.
have the materials? Sorry to burst the bubble.
I thought we didn't need them. I thought you were special.
Keep reading.
I don't need them on
Okay,
special.
until the spell ends, dim light fills the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that causes searing pain, and it must make a constitution saving throw. It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
You do not, unfortunately, have the components for the spell at the moment.
When we get that opalescent
You
feldspar.
need to go and buy them in a shop.
At the top.
What?
Several
Yeah,
seeds
sure.
of a moonseed
VSM
plant and a piece of
material.
opalescent feldspar.
Can I chuck the seeds to Aria?
She still needs the feldspar though.
No, because she's
Oh, she's
past
Round
the
the
curtain.
corner.
What would you like to do instead?
Ice knife? If I
Yeah.
get.
That would require you to be in the room as well.
Wait, that explodes.
I can move.
That explodes.
Oh, that explodes, never
I'm
mind.
next to him still.
Every time we
How are you
notice.
doing health-wise, by the way?
6.
6. Okay, cool.
Come, I'll touch you.
Do you, I'll tell you what, if you have anything what you'd like to do, Macross, what would you like to do?
Yeah.
I can heal.
Hey. Just check, with my staff I can cast a shield.
Mm-hmm.
That call to go through there, or does that still require me to use a verbal? Because as a spell, naturally...
When it's a an actual sort of staff, that's the component, I suppose.
Alright, okay. So I can just... So I'm going to cast that on myself. So I'm going to take +4 to my AC.
Okay, cool. So your AC is now
21.
21. Nice. Okay.
Cheers. And I'm going to... Have I got any potions left?
Was that an action or bonus action on the staff? I think it's an action, isn't it?
I can cast it as a reaction, but just casting it on my turn, it would just be an action, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's an action.
Okay, cool. So you have a
Yeah, I was
bonus
gonna say,
action.
you still
Yeah.
giggling.
You are still laughing. You can't take any actions. Sorry. Yes. Tell you what. Let's
Well, that's
put
why I asked about the shield. Yeah.
yeah. Let's put a marker up on Macross.
So you counting that shield or no?
I will not count that shield.
Right.
Okay. I'd like you to make another Wisdom saving throw, just to break out of the.
That's another 5.
No.
5.
Consistency.
Again, that sort of the gas is sort of like filling your lungs as you can't stop laughing.
Yeah.
So if you can take off the marker for shield as you're not. Oh wait, no, sorry. Put the marker on. That was the wrong marker.
That's the marker.
That's the marker for
laughing,
being
yeah.
incapacitated. Yeah.
So can I do anything?
You cannot do anything. No.
Sweet. Can I whip out my dagger and give him a stabbing?
That would be an action.
You can move.
But I mean,
You can
that doesn't
move,
involve
you can move.
talking. So why can't I do?
No, because it's the effect of the gas
Right.
means that you're incapacitated because
Oh,
you're
right.
laughing too much.
Then I'm gonna have a little wander over to. Yeah, I'm gonna. Run
Okay,
The
cool.
lols are overpowering.
Yeah.
Aria, have you got an idea of what you'd like to do?
25. 30.
Does anyone need healing?
Ben.
Yes.
Macross needs healing.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to move your character so you can see him? Otherwise, you'll be casting through a wall.
How close?
There's a range on healing word.
Oh yeah.
Bless you.
You.
60 feet.
60 feet. Yeah, you're
Oh
fine.
yeah, yeah.
As you just see, Macross just tumbled through and past Mara, just just like laughing his head off. But you can see that he's
Like the
physically
furries.
wounded. Do you want
Who's
to roll for healing?
Why?
Macross. Sorry.
Why?
You don't need to roll to attack. You just need to heal if you're doing a healing word.
11. What?
Are you healing Macross with healing word? So you need to roll 1d4 and then you add
Your spellcasting
spellcards and
ability
ability modifier.
Sephiroth knows them words.
Oh. 1.
And add what?
Your spellcasting ability modifier it should be on your second page. First box at the top. Spellcasting ability. That one.
Yep,
Wisdom.
that's the right one.
It should be
It doesn't-
wisdom plus proficiency. Yep.
No, just 1d4 plus
Plus
your
four.
spellcasting ability modifier.
No, as in your
That's-
spellcasting
Oh, right, yeah,
ability
yeah.
modifier is wisdom
That one
plus
or is it
proficiency.
that one?
It's wisdom plus, so it's +6.
It should-
So it's 1 + 6 then for that.
So 7.
7.
Yeah.
So you heal 7 points, Macross, as
Always
Aria
add
just
that
sort
to
of
your-
Sweet.
just shouts out,
Cheers.
"I've got you!" I can't really do your voice, which sort of like reassures you, and you feel your wounds close up.
In the future, it's 1+.
When you
That's
do
saving throws. Ability modifier.
when you do
On your spellcasting page, it should be at the very top.
that one that should
Yeah.
be
It
6.
says wisdom.
Oh, you should write 6 next to it.
But it's 4, not 6.
Is it?
So 4.
Oh yeah, 4.
So you
No,
take
no, but it's
you
plus
heal 5.
proficiency as well.
Yeah, but if it's plus.
Right, okay, can
proficiency,
someone-
it's-
6, 7.
Are you able to help her out whilst we carry on?
I'm not sure what I'm helping out with.
I can.
With
Do you want
spellcasting.
to pass it over?
It's
Okay.
Yeah. It's,
So, any movement? Do you want to go any further?
No.
No? Okay. So now it is his turn. He's rough. So he is going to go into a small pouch and he's going to drink a potion.
That number is a +6.
Which I just need to
So
double
whenever you
check
attack
something.
with spells, that's
Okay,
your
cool.
D20 bonus. When you roll to attack, you add
Two.
6. And most healing spells you'll add 6 as
That
well.
pouch.
Cool.
What pouch?
The pouch has got.
Yeah,
One
because
of the
otherwise,
makes some amazing
otherwise
arrows.
spell attacks don't hit very often.
Fiddling around with your special arrows.
Okay, cool.
Make you
As he goes
That's my decent hand and stuff.
nice. Pretty sweet.
So that's his bonus action. On his actual action, he is going to turn around.
Bright eyes.
And he's just going to go, why is everybody running away? Do I smell bad? And he's going to go for an attack on Valadin,
No. one
one on Seymour, and then he's actually going to, after that, he's going to push through and he's going to go for an attack on
This guy is
Tony because he's kind of got a grudge. So he's going to go for 3 attacks.
Damn right he does.
So the first one, Seymour, misses. One on Val is a 19.
Miss.
Yes. Okay, cool.
Also,
And on Tony, so if you can move him past.
the recording doesn't make clear the face Mara makes whenever this guy talks. It's just such hatred and
Do you
contempt.
actually get an opportunity?
15. You will eventually, yeah.
No!
15. Doesn't.
Ooh,
16 is my armor class, so it wouldn't hit, right?
Okay.
it would not
No.
hit.
Tony
So
shrugs it
he
off!
rolled terribly on all his attacks.
So he can do it.
Very annoying.
Nice.
So he's just run past and goes as he uses his blow dart after healing up. So Valadin, would you like to take an opportunity attack?
Yeah. 8 plus 9.
So 17. Just hits.
Nice.
Hit is a hit is a hit is a hit. Right.
So to hit, it has to be equal to your armor
Or
class
class.
or
Right, that's right,
Yeah.
Still 6. This dice is frequency. Oh, do I add my other stuff? I do, don't I?
Yeah. Not the Wrath of Justice, because that's a natural 20.
No. So my normal damage.
You
addition.
still add a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
Yeah. So it's the same. So it's
So-
14.
It would have been 18 to hit then anyway.
14. Okay, cool. So,
It would have been 18 to hit.
so as he sort of like runs past, and you sort of just swipe at his deck, and he goes, "You guys aren't any fun."
Stab him in the bum.
Okay, cool. At the top of the round, Tony.
Here we go, yo! Is he too close for bow and arrow? Or is it fine?
He would be at you would have disadvantage.
Because should we say that when I got up, I didn't get my bow out because I was unconscious, so I've got my sword?
Getting up would be half your movement.
Poke
Oh,
him
because I
with-
have to get up.
poke him
Yeah,
with an arrow.
Okay, that's fine. Can I get my sword out and
Yeah. So your bonus action would be putting your bow and arrow away.
was my bow out? Because I fell down. I was unconscious.
Okay, so your bow's by your side.
You were
It's on the
unconscious
floor,
very
yeah.
briefly.
So you can
Does
get
that
your
Would
sword.
that happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
can get your sword. It's just that your bow is on the floor.
Okay. Well, can I use my. So this is getting my sword out.
The bonus action.
Yes.
Let's just pretend I that was the bonus action was switch.
Bonus action is getting your sword out of your sheath.
I'm
Because your bow is on
going
the
to
floor.
stab him twice.
Okay,
is
cool.
my
Go,
plan.
roll for an attack.
What's the range for What's the range for
End of the day.
disadvantage on ranged attacks?
This will
For
always
bows,
be my
it's
thing on the floor
in
like that.
melee, and I think it's below the range that it's been given. So they usually have like 20 or something.
19 on the first hit,
Hits.
critical miss on the second.
Okay.
Roll the first.
Misses. Yeah, roll for the attack on the first one. Damage.
11 damage on the first hit.
And then you stab Mara.
Okay. As you sort of like swipe, and then on the second one, he sort of just ducks and just sort of like just punches your stomach, and slightly just wins you. He just goes, "Oh, the dirty bloody God!" He's looking very rough. Any movement?
I want to try and stand over my bow just to keep it. Keep it in my area.
You keep a defensive guard on your thing.
Yeah.
He
I just
is
protect me with this stuff.
going to take a legendary action.
What?
Wow, this
sorry?
guy's a legendary.
This is the guy he's going to jump in. So every time he's jumped in after someone's go, he's been taking legendary actions.
Oh, he's been doing that. I didn't
He's
realize
been
he
doing
did.
it. Yeah.
What's the penalty?
I knew you
for
could
that?
take
Like,
actions, I
what's
just didn't know
is there
what
a
it was.
cost for that kind of thing?
So you have legendary actions. Some will have a number of them, and then they'll have actions that they can take. Will have a different number of legendary actions that they require.
Okay.
So for a dragon, to do like an
Legendary
extra
wow.
claw,
Okay.
it could be like I think one action,
Yeah.
and that takes it.
Okay, because otherwise you could just do that for
He pulls out a larger.
That's not a legend.
He pulls out a larger bomb. This time there is an actual fuse on it, and he's going to roll it on the floor.
A centrifuge.
So I would like.
Did he light it?
He's lit it.
Look at this!
I would like
Bowling.
Tony, Mara, Macross, Sethroth, and Arya to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Dive on it. Like
Dexterity.
the-
Oh, natural 20!
New dice.
Okay.
Yeah, they just love those dice.
Oh yes. As he also has to make a dexterity saving throw.
21.
Please hope you guys have his own bomb. Annoying.
So
Trips over
saving
the
throws
wall.
I need
Trips over.
from. Okay, what did you get, Sethroth?
21.
21.
I'm gonna
Sethroth.
go in there.
9.
Yeah.
9 for Tony. Natural 20 for Macross.
Can you 20 be
8
handing it
for
away?
Arya.
I throw it out the room.
10 for Mara.
Kick the bomb.
Okay, so I just need to get
Get rid
a
of it.
calculator out.
Oh, Lord.
Gently picked up a glyph, we set it off.
It's because the numbers are so small you need a
the
calculator.
He's working with decimals here.
Okay.
0.3 points of damage.
Oh, I'll put that in wrong.
Boom, boom, shake, shake. the
Okay. So Tony, Arya, and Mara, you all take 20 points of fire damage.
Oh! Wait! No, yeah, I'm on the ground.
20 points of fire damage.
You're on the ground again.
Sethroth and Macross, you take 10 points of fire damage.
I'm
As he just pulls out this small
so-
bomb and just rolls and goes, bye bye. As it just explodes, and even he's like pushed back through the curtains.
How far?
I'm very poorly
Can
again.
I catch him?
He's too quick, even though like the curtain would have slowed him down. Just the sheer explosion of it, similar to a fireball, is just pelted out, and you see him laying down on the ground, just. As
He did.
he,
Trying on his own thing. Bring him back so we can kill him again.
you guys are now out of combat.
He gets resurrected.
I'm also unconscious.
Okay, so you're unconscious.
Ooh, I need some healing.
what is everyone's health set?
2.
2,
I shall do mass cure wounds.
39.
13,
that is
39,
awesome.
nice.
3.
3. Okay.
Right. I
Roll
don't
your
think I
eyes.
have this one written down because I use it so infrequently.
Come on, Jamie, cure my mass wounds.
Okay.
My mass hurts.
It's a 5th level spell. I've only got
Seamore's
3rd
really
level.
annoyed that he didn't get
It's
anything done.
amazing.
My mass hurts.
Mass cure wounds is such a good spell.
I had a
It's
mass
5th
arm.
level, but I'm only up to 3rd at the moment.
Alright, Jamie, what
Okay,
level are you?
so-
As in, I can only my maximum spell level I can do at the moment is 3rd, but
And what level is the spell?
5th.
Don't-
But you're already
don't
a third.
KP.
Yeah, that's how.
And the
Cool.
spell is a 5th.
Do you?
Yeah, that's
So what
it.
spell level are you use?
Oh, sorry.
Shut up. Just
What spell level is the thing?
I'm not
Just
saying-
go for it. What?
What's going on?
I don't,
Do
I
your
don't know what's going
thing.
on. So yeah, you guys are now out of combat.
Yay. Can I loot? I'll hang on for a second. But then I'm going to go loot his body.
Yeah, wait a second as you're.
Yeah.
Unless you want to go and explore him whilst you're waiting for the cure.
Did you say go and explore?
It's happening now, so.
You can explore the body, yeah. Cool, so you guys heal
16.
16.
Oh! I'm back up again, and I pick up my thing.
Sorry, we all heal 16.
16.
16. Sethroth sort of just stands there and plants the staff down, and you feel this large pulse of
Sorry, how much?
healing. 16.
16.
Or healing sort of just spread around from him.
What's the circle, Jamie?
Yeah.
What was his laughing gas?
No, of the thing.
Can I run over it? Am I cured of
Yeah, the gas has now
I just choose
gone down.
Sweet. Oh, joy. Man, I was productive in that fight. I'm going to run over and loot his body.
Okay.
Was it really?
That's the hat top of the tape is they are black and white. You can made them because of mating rights in territory. Yeah, it'll be fine. It's about racism. It's really good.
Okay, roll investigation as you're searching the body.
What's my dice?
That's in my dice, but yeah, I gave yours a prodding. Sorry about
Is he over here now?
that.
Yeah, he's laying down.
That'd be 11.
11. You look around, and in his inner pocket, you can see another yellow rose that is now crushed as he's been flung about. You also see a small sort of like satchel that would have, you open it up and you open it, and you can see that there's only one bomb left in it. And you can also see another pouch filled with blow darts, all with different coloured fletchings.
I'm gonna take
The child's name at the end of each one.
Oh, that's just so no. I'm gonna take the bomb pouch and I'm gonna take the blow dart one and hand it off to Tony.
Okay.
Which
You can
both
then-
of them?
You also
No, I'll take
find
the one.
you also find the actual
can
blow dart itself.
Do a blow dart.
And yeah, you can have the blow dart as well.
So I've got a pack of blow darts.
Yep.
And a
I will
blowpipe.
send you the information for the blow darts
What
later.
about a blowpipe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
blowpipe,
that
that's
one
what I mean,
as well,
sorry.
Yeah.
Blowpipe and the blow darts.
Okay.
Can I sort of see the
Blue dot.
glyph? Is it still glowing?
You cannot see any glyph.
Oh yeah, it went, didn't it? Wow,
Do I
it's-
know? Can I look at this bomb? Do I know what it is? What sort of
Roll investigation.
It's one of those like round ones
exploding ones?
with a string hanging out.
Like you
13.
find from Marion.
13. This is a laughing bomb,
Oh, that's great.
which appears to have. You can see there's like a small glass cut out section, I suppose, just as probably a way of you think that would be easy to identify which one's which. And there's like this foggy grey cloud that is reminiscent to the one that caused you to laugh.
Cool.
Again, I'll give you guys
Give me
the,
the deets.
the details next week.
Any sign of the glyph?
Can I have it?
There is no sign
Yeah,
on the glyph on the
I
floor.
asked
No.
about that. I was like, is it still glowing? And I was like,
It's a 20-foot radius. I can
Yeah.
definitely make it into 5-foot arrows.
Oh, you're using the bomb.
So what would you guys like to do?
Arrow.
Can I run
Oh,
upstairs?
you
I just
can-
want
you
to
can
check
open
on the
them. Yeah,
children.
I'll
Are there any
pass
children left in here?
There were no children left in the cells.
Yeah, I'm on like.
Can I just
the
go upstairs and
great
check?
layout on the edge anyway. See
Sure. Okay. Do you want to move your
On the children.
mini?
Tony's got the bomb pouch and everything.
Okay. Cool.
Would the guards be here by now?
Yeah, where were they?
Mara will find out.
Can I ask Sephiroth what does he make of the body or who he is?
Have a look at the body.
What are you trying to discern from the body?
I want to figure out like race, class, and maybe some like background information.
Has he got like a driver's license on him? We can check.
Yeah,
like-
passport, everything, DNA. Wouldn't want you.
DNA.
Yeah, he's got a pack of
I don't
DNA.
want to know what we're going to find in the DNA.
Roll a straight
He has
investigation.
10 DNA in his pocket.
Oh yes, 10 DNA.
Did not attend.
That's a 9.
Sephiroth, you look about the body and you can see that it's kind of hard to discern what exactly he is because his features are very sort of like deformed in a way from his scarification on his face. As you see the
Chelsea smile.
forced smile that he has provided himself and that general skin discoloration. Other than that, it's hard to see. He's definitely human after a while of checking, but you couldn't really see that much.
What clothes was he wearing?
He was wearing this. You can see that he's got this overall trench coat in a way, but underneath you can actually see that there are padded areas of leather that have got studs with them. So studded leather.
Did the jacket look cool?
Oh no.
Not really. Like,
Green tie.
it's a really weird. It wouldn't be Tony's style,
Okay.
if that's what you're
It's a
asking.
pervert's trench coat.
Would it be Macron style?
It's a flasher's coat.
It's not purple. It's brown.
It's a flash
Oh, I
code.
thought it was purple.
Yeah, I thought that.
Sounds
Just
like
assumed
it
'cause
suit
the-
Tony amazingly.
Joker, other supervillains are available.
This guy sounds a lot like
Thing.
Cicero. Do you remember Cicero?
Cicero from Skyrim.
It does sound like
Sounds a
Cicero.
lot like Cicero.
Cicero is the Joker though. That's kind of what I
basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So what would you guys like to do?
Can I follow Mara?
Yeah. Okay. So you guys head upstairs and you can see after a bit of investigation that the guards are now in the bedroom, sort of like looking after the kids, and that you are met by one of the guards that are just in the lobby area, just sort of standing point. And he just goes, "Is Seymour in there with you?"
Yeah, he is. Can we call him? Or will the sending stone reach one of the others?
Reach
Shoot ask
me
We
or
can tell him.
Just ask him, so.
Can you send Seymour up here, please? See one of the guards?
Roger that.
bing bong bing.
Seymour, the guards are here.
About time or not? He then just says, "I'll see you upstairs," and he goes out and he goes to see the guards.
I'm gonna go with him.
Is Warul up there?
Is what? Waru. Is that your celestial bison? He is still up there. The guards are sort of like taken aback by the sight of this thing, but they've kind of just found the whole place creepy and weird and have just, in a way, accepted it. Tony.
I want to, I want to investigate for the kind of trophy kind of thing I normally take.
Yep.
It's a human.
Roll another
It's a
investigation.
human.
There are a lot of investigations.
Wait, I've got a plan. What's this? 11.
11. You search about and you can see this small round box, which is about 6 feet wide.
6 feet.
Wow. 6 feet. 6
wide.
inches wide.
Small.
Round.
I open it.
You open it and you can see a glyph. A very similar glyph. However, this does not pulsate like it did before.
Okay. Well, I take that and I look for another regular trophy,
Okay, cool.
just for character.
Take his pinky fingers.
All you can see that sort of stands out most would be the yellow flower.
Okay. I pick up the flower.
Yep.
And I throw it back down. And I make a lightning breath and I spit on him and I walk away because he's too.
Yeah.
I don't want to carry an element of this horrible creature around.
Okay, cool.
Take his little fingers.
Macross, are you doing anything downstairs or are you going upstairs?
No, I'm going with them.
Okay.
Oh wait, hang on.
What was
We
that
didn't.
thing
Yeah, the
here?
ladder. The ladder. I forgot about the ladder.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang on.
Yeah, I only got the ladder.
I'm gonna have a look up the
I'm
ladder.
sad I'm not gonna
I'll give you a
Okay.
boost.
I'm sad I'm not seeing
You
this
just
thing.
make both yourself and Tony make
They're
either
just-
acrobatics or athletics.
Oh.
It's just
Val,
a
are you doing the
sad
same
bit,
thing?
but
16.
16. Let's go with acrobatics. 14.
Okay, cool.
12.
12. You guys You guys let Valadin go up first, giving him a bit of a launch up, but you guys are able to
Wait.
make it up on the ladder.
No one tosses a dwarf.
It's about 10 feet until you're met by another trapdoor above
Okay.
you.
Can I find any sort of little thingamajig to do a thing? Like open it?
Roll
There was
perception.
no
Sure.
words in there that were like.
There were so many words, just none of them meant much, so it's alright. That's 20.
20. You cannot see any sort of latches.
21. That makes all the
Cannot see any
difference.
latches or levers, but you can see that there is a slight drop on this thing, so it is probably one that you can just lift up.
Then I'm going to cautiously mage hand it open.
You shuffle down slightly, cast Mage Hand. It pushes up. It's a bit of a force that is needed to use Mage Hand, and there's a bit of like resistance. But then after all, as there's a sudden flood of like sand that just pours in initially.
What did I say?
But you guys are able to just sort of like dust it off whilst holding onto the ladder, and you can see out into
Tony.
the sky.
Nice.
Sandpit, I knew it.
What's this?
Okay,
sandpit
cool.
all around there?
So
I
Mara,
hate sand.
Arya, and Sephiroth, you guys are upstairs. Seymour follows you. He wanders over to one of the guards and goes,
Okay. Have you seen anything of interest or anything that stands out?
"No, sir. We've just been looking around. We found the children. It's kind of weird that they're all just in one room, bound as well."
Yes. Don't ask any questions.
So many questions.
He then says,
Is Theyna here? He goes,
"She's already been escorted to the keep, sir."
That's good. That's all that's needed. Make sure the other children are looked after.
And he looks at you guys and he goes,
Now, do you still require my service?
Do you require our services?
No? Marvelous. I will get back to doing some paperwork, which I no longer need to do.
and he just turns
Oh, he's mad at us.
turns away and just goes off into the city.
Oh well.
We give him a high five as he goes.
Give me a
You're not
first
there. You're currently underneath.
covered in sand.
Underneath.
crisp slap on the arse.
Are you guys filtering out into the sky?
Sure. Yeah, I'll have a look around.
So you guys up and you find yourself in a small sand pit,
Yeah.
and you turn around and you can see the back of the house.
I turn to Macross and I say, I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating and gets everywhere. Not like you. You're so smooth.
But just didn't get everywhere.
Tony loves Attack of the Clones.
Macross is upset that this is known that well, and
I googled it. I didn't.
oh, good.
Didn't know it.
Thank
I knew
goodness.
most of it, but not all of it.
That's right then.
It's from the second Star Wars film, Anakin.
I hate sand. It's colour from love. Get anywhere.
Not like
That was
you.
my Anakin impression.
You're so
by the way.
smooth.
Okay, Mara, Arya,
you're
and Sephiroth,
appealing.
would you guys like to do anything?
Such a.
Second best Star Wars.
There was just a general sort of like bustling of like guards just coming in, escorting the children outside. Yeah, I mean there are 2 guards at the sort of standing point now.
Can I go to one of the guards and ask? So where will the children go now?
Well, they're currently being taken to the inner orphanage, which is mostly for the more privileged children. But we'll keep them there for a while. I think some of us are actually taking them home, looking after them. Mostly just getting into just temporary homes for a while until we can find another place.
Okay.
Imagine if
Apart
we
from Theyna, she's going to the actual castle.
raised our own child. Imagine that.
Can we raise our own
Can we
child?
raise our own child and then like have an adventure of our own?
Just find a quiet room just to meditate for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Of the red.
You go ahead and you just go into the room where the children were with a double bed, which is where Sephiroth found the journal. No, Arya. Forgive me. Arya found the journal
No, gave it to me.
and then gave it to. No. Okay. Someone found the journal. You just sit on the bed.
Gave it to me.
Yeah.
You just sit on the bed, cross-legged, and meditate.
Thank you.
Okay. Everyone else, what would you guys like to do?
Tony's a bit of lost for words after that.
Being covered in sand.
Well, it was such a horrible thing. It was such a horrible place. He's like a bit kind of. He looks to Val for guidance because he just doesn't really know what now.
Let's just leave this place.
So where actually are we? I don't.
We're in the.
You guys are in the Genesis Orphanage, which is in the Shadow District,
This
which
is in
is
the
the
sand bit.
poorest. Oh yeah, you guys are in the sand pit,
Yeah.
Which is
which
down the back.
is at the back of the orphanage.
We know
Oh,
about
right.
this because Ari and Mel found out about this. We knew that was a
Imagine
pit.
if we'd like
It's water on the
investigated
ground, that's
their-
not
The pit thing first and then
Castle.
fell through.
Make a dexterity check.
What are you trying to do?
I did think creepy sound.
1.
Nah.
A natural one.
No, I rolled a 2.
Oh,
but
one.
I've got a -1.
You pour a bit of water down into the sand, try and mould it. It's more of just a mound instead of like a castle or anything like that, and it's just like a. It's like a small hill, I suppose.
Melvin smiles and leaves as if it reminds him from his mountains.
The homely Gyal Mountains. Okay,
Sheds a tear and it goes into the sand.
and then just crumbles the mound.
Man, that's a weak
It's not
That's a
that.
big tip.
Where are you guys going?
I don't even know now.
Seth,
Yes?
did I give you all that gold
What got.
last week?
Yes, you did. You did.
Did it? No,
Did I give
hang
you
on,
both
hang on,
things
hang
in
on, hang on.
No, I think you gave one.
You kept 1.
You gave the one that you found second with the journal on that.
I don't think I gave you the first set.
No, you didn't give the first.
Okay. I can't remember how much it was, but I did set off the bag of money I found.
From the first chest.
I found this money while we were initially searching.
Thanks.
I wanted to put
Don't
it
know what
towards
was
the
needed.
orphans, but I don't think it's enough to really help with their problems. But all the same.
So we'll keep it. Is that what you're
No, I mean, I think
No.
we should. I just wanted to give it to Seth because he's in charge of the money.
Okay.
I have noticed.
And I'm giving you, like, I think it's like 510 gold or something.
What?
600 gold feet.
510 gold.
510 gold.
You give you 510.
No, I don't keep that much. Hold on, let me look at it and see how much I'm keeping.
It's on, I believe I texted it to you.
Yeah, you did. I'm trying to find it.
How much does Tony give?
So the guards.
Yeah, I passed you 600 gold and
The guards turn around to look at you guys and goes,
those
So,
numbers, but I took 60.
"So who are you guys?" Looking at Mara, Arya.
I'm
and Sephiroth.
meditating.
Oh, looking at Arya and Sephiroth. Who are you guys?
Oh, we're friends with Seymour.
Nice.
With a band of the Red Flame.
Oh,
I did
Big
a bit
feeling.
Adventurers.
is that like
Jenny.
an interesting sort of group?
Yeah,
Friends.
little group. Super friends. That's what we
Oh,
call
that's real
I
cute.
give you the other 60. I can't steal from children.
Well, welcome to Ulster. How long have you
I
been?
say as I'm 3 foot.
How long have you been?
You guys have been in Ulster for about
I think I've
A
been
day.
3 days.
three days.
About 3
He
days.
murdered 2 children.
3 days.
Yeah,
Nice.
just getting to know the place.
What do you think of the place so far? Proper nice.
Yeah, it's quite nice. This was a
Yeah,
creepy encounter, but
Yeah.
I think we've solved one
Always thought it was a
mystery.
bit of a wrong
Oh,
place.
do you know what will happen to the orphanage now?
He's building.
This one's probably sold.
Oh, jeez.
Let's buy it.
I do want to buy it.
I'm gonna buy the orphan.
You want to write it?
Creepy.
I want to buy it.
I predict.
It is creepy.
Yeah, it is a bit
What
creepy.
exactly are we going
But
to
someone
use
needs
it
to
for?
change it. Someone needs to turn it around, make it a place of.
Then
Cost
good luck
between
to
10,000 and 100,000.
Maybe we
Thousand
should tear this place down.
I think we could ask about taking it as our payment.
Go for it.
Well,
I'm med
gold's nice.
I meant as a
too.
group we should talk about it.
By this time, another guy sort of like runs in and just grabs the arm of the guy who's talking to you and just leans in for a small whisper. And then just goes, "Oh,
And kisses her.
I thought it was going
you are wanted.
Right? What was that?
You guys are wanted. Right, boys, round up, round up." And they sort of go, "Oh, all right, sir." They sort of like filter out from the rooms and come out. And he goes, "I'd like you guys to follow me." And just like smiles slightly, goes, "It's gonna be pretty good, this." And turns around and just follows another guy who's just like started to walk out. So Arya, Sethroth, and Mori, you have heard
Okay.
that the guys are like filtering out, and one of them sort of says, I think you wanted."
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Can I
There you
say
Send
the-
me-
yeah.
We all say the same text guys. Guys, let's go. Let's be happy.
It's like crosstalk but amplified as these three voices just pass through the tending stone.
Reynos, we're wanted. Just kidding. Who's Reynos?
I'm coming.
New film.
As you guys
With us in the
come,
sand.
pardon?
Is he playing with us in the sand?
No,
He's just like
he'd probably go up
running
with the
his
children.
Okay.
So he'll follow up with you guys. Are you guys going up round to the front of where?
Yeah, we're following the regrouping.
Okay, cool.
Where,
As
where are we? In like the garden?
in the back of the garden, yeah.
When
Where you
I
belong.
gave him all the money. I'm not
Are
evil.
there
Okay, cool.
fences?
There are fences surrounding the place, yeah.
Cool.
Such a concerning call.
Right.
I was
As you
thinking
guys
Elias
come
is
round-
come to me.
Are we gathered?
As you guys come around the corner and you can see that the guards sort of like, "Oh, halt!"
Don't worry, they're with us. They're with us. They were just exploring. This is.
Hi.
We came up another
Paladin?
route.
Bandle the flame,
Yeah.
Hail
Alright.
to you, sir.
please follow us.
Hail.
Hail.
Just so you know, there's something in the sand pit as an entrance to the lower area. You'll want to keep guard of that as well.
Alright. One sort of like turns and just goes, "Brim, go check it out." "Oh, not me all the time." "Brim, go. Fine." So he goes off round to the back.
Inspiring
Be
leader.
careful, Bren.
You guys are escorted through the city. It's around about,
Don't fall down.
I say it's around about sort of, it's close to about 7 now. As you guys left Seymour's around about, no, it wouldn't be 7. It'd be about 5.
Oh.
As you guys spent like 2 hours just at the orphanage and then fighting. So you guys left through the city, again around about sort of like 5 o'clock. The guards are sort of just generally just chatting with each other. There doesn't appear to be any sort of like negative mood, all positive. And
I fall back a bit because I'm still feeling quite harrowed.
okay, one of them sort of like just catches the back of you and just goes, "All right."
Yes. Sorry. It's fine. Go ahead. I'm still with you.
Good to know. Right, John! And he like just runs off slightly ahead and just chats with the guards. They're a very informal sort of like manner at the moment. They're not really being uptight and being very sort of, they're very relaxed with you guys. You guys are led through the city, you go over the river that runs through the city. You go past the Temple of Pelor and you guys are escorted up to a gate. The gate that's Macross, you had been watching over.
Do I recognise any of the guards there?
As you guys head up,
I just pop my
a
hood
very
up and
familiar
through.
captain of the guards is standing there and just looks up and goes, "Praises be Pelor!"
And to you.
For reference, if you guys didn't know, Ben had used prestidigitation to cause a symbol of Baal to appear on the floor and then acted as a priest of Pelor to then purge the symbol and be rid of the sin. So he's believed to have been a priest by most people's names. Also by the name of Legolas.
Yep. See if that one comes
Which
up.
was wonderful piece of creative play.
Kind of back thing a bit of more. I'm making it about me too much, but character. When we walked past the Pella, I think I was falling back a bit, and I kind of stopped and looked at it for a minute, and kind of like disbelief at like supposed to be watching this city. This horrible stuff goes down. But I shake it off, and I catch up with the group down.
Okay, cool.
And I hear that bit, and I go, "Very big Pella indeed." Assassin.
And you
Um,
spit.
Let's go.
Did you say that
Stuff in the mouth.
people aren't, like the guards aren't particularly happy, they're not positive?
Well, they're
Not-
no, they're not negative, so they're very positive.
Oh, they
like,
are?
upright.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're very relaxed with you guys. Almost like you guys are one of them. So it's like, do you know when you're like lads? Typical lads, and then when you're one of the lads, they're like, yeah, like,
Oh yeah, we know exactly what that's like.
Go for a cheeky Nando's.
or like
Lads.
I suppose like a friendship group when you first get to know someone that it's but then once you know them, it's like very relaxed and chilled. It's that sort of atmosphere with the guards. And he goes, "How's the searching of the symbol spin? Have you spoken to Milith?"
Yes, we've spoken. It's going very well. It's in their hands now. I'm not involved as much. There's a side project, but thanks
May
for
I have
your
your blessing?
concern.
May I have your blessing, please?
Of course. Just lay hands
Could you just
on
like
blessed.
tap him on the head, and he just like shuts his eyes and sort of like holds his hands out and just goes, "Thank you."
You're welcome.
Right, and then he
I'm gonna leave again.
so he turns to the guards that was initially leading you guys through, and he just goes, "So, what's this about?" Apparently, the king wants to speak to them. He goes, "Oh, well, if the king wants to speak to you, I can't be one to hold you back. Pull up the gates!" As you hear, "Pull up the gates! Pull up the gates!" And there's as the gates lift up slightly more to the point of where you guys can pass underneath. And he goes, "Right, Tim, stand guard. I want to watch this." And he actually just abandons his post and just follows you guys.
The guy.
Chill. Wait. Yeah. Which guy is this?
So this is the captain, the guy that asked for your blessing.
You've got to get rid of him.
He walks through with you guys. You guys are led through. You can actually see the Joxian pillar to the left-hand side of you guys, and you guys are met by another sort of series of walls that sort of surround this inner keep. This is very, very heavily guarded, and you can see that the main gate is actually partially open already, as there are some guards that are like just passing through underneath. Just as it's about to be lowered, the guy just shouts out and just goes, "Halt! Wait, we got people coming through!" And they just pause the gate, raise it up slightly more.
As this is going on, can I just turn to this, the captain that's been coming with us, and can I say to him, as I was on the hunt, it led us down into these tunnels underneath the orphanage, and we found a man. I don't know what kind of man, but he was
All right.
an evil bloke.
Oh dear.
And that's
not good.
I had some very bad omens around that area, and
Oh dear.
I'd recommend going back and letting some of your guards know you may need to keep an eye on it.
I'll let the guards know.
That's it. Thanks.
Great.
Good move,
Right to the
Sergeant.
king then, yeah?
Yeah.
You don't get a high five.
you
Let it be known, I was going to high five Ben.
Oh, sorry, Johnny, I'm sorry.
Completely failed. Get rid of him!
I'm trying to!
Do a curse! Zap him!
We were surrounded by guards.
So
I'm
you
not
guys
sorry.
head underneath the gates of where a few of the guys that like stop and just like look at you guys and like, huh? But then are like reassured by the guards that are currently with you. But for reference, you guys are surrounded by around about 10 guards just escorting you. You guys make your way through and you can instantly met by this large keep with the walls about, I'd say, a good 80 to 100 feet tall. Just way up and really tall. Good description, huh? On either side,
Really big inside.
you guys are met by the walls of where you can see the sigil of Oster, with the pedal sun and the fist inside it. You guys are led through and into it. It's a massive sort of like entranceway of where the floor is marbled. So as you guys enter in, you can see that there are some bards that are just bouncing off each other, and it's like an improv session of where they're just going for it, and you see that they're really in the moment.
Just jamming.
Shuna is very sort of like pulls the attention, just starts to drift towards them, where a guard just puts a hand on her shoulder and goes, no, this way, and just pulls her back into the group. One of the bars standing there, like very puffed up chest, and standing there with this blonde hair that sort of just falls back, and he goes, I'd like a bit more. Come on, play louder, play louder. As he just sings out, just goes, as he appears to be one of the lead bards there. He just turns, looks at you, and goes, piss off, and then carries on with the thing. And one of the guys just goes, that guy always gets me, and urges you guys on. You guys are led up some stairways. And escorted through a series of hallways and archways that you guys are led under through. You guys are then led up through a spiral staircase that goes through like an inner area. And you can actually see on the left, on the inner area, you can see that there's a large garden that fills the central place. Almost like a hollow square, you could imagine, the build of the city. Oh, not the city, of the keep. And you guys then are led all the way over to the rear, of where there is this large, about 20 foot high wooden archway, which is then just guarded by about 5 guards, 2 on either side and 1 in the middle. And one of the guards with you just says, Band of the Red Flame for the king. You go, hold up there, open the door, and one of them is led in and closes the door behind them. About 10 seconds go by, and then you guys are met by a guy who pops his head out again and just says, he'll see you. You guys are then open up, like the doors open up, and you can see this large, long throne room, essentially, with pillars on either side of them that sort of like leads up into this beautiful sort of like arched decor. And again, the floor is marbled, and there is another bar sort of like playing symphonies. And on the right hand side there is windows. On the left hand side there are also windows. But in the very rear end of the room, on this mounted area with steps leading up to it, is a very large golden throne on either side, 2 smaller thrones, of which one of them holds the body of a woman. In the central one is a living body. Yeah, it's a living body. Right, it's not a dead one.
And the Joker next to it in another frame.
You've fallen into my chat again. No. As you see a king sort of standing there with a goatee, sort of like slicked back hair, brown hair. He appears to be experienced in life, not old, but probably more about 50, sort of like mid-50s, with a clean-shaven face, apart from the goatee that is adorned on his chin. To the side is this queen, what appears to be a queen, who also has a crown, wearing this lovely blue and teal-coloured dress, which is, you can see, just finely done, and you can see there are like gold trims in it and everything. To the left-hand side is a younger royal person, male, similar hair colour to the king, and he is also wearing sort of like puffed out nobility clothing, essentially. Clean shaven, and also hair slicked back again, wearing a thinner crown.
Have we got facial expressions?
The one to the left is sort of just like looking down and then just looks up. Doesn't appear to be shocked or anything, just a very neutral position. The woman on the right, the queen, appears to be very welcoming, very sort of like joyed at the presence of meeting you guys. And in the centre is this king who looks up, but also looks quite happy. That you guys
the boy
have
doesn't
there.
look happy.
The daughter is not there currently. No. So as you guys enter in, the king just puts his hand out to you guys.
Be professional, Tony.
And then just stands up off of his throne and just chins up and just looks
Can I
down.
do whatever the correct way is to
we'll see what he says first.
royalty, whatever.
Sephiroth
it is.
curtsy
Go up
back
to
bow.
him and lean over and
I
both
can't
touch
remember.
each other's ankles.
You bowing?
Yeah.
Okay, so as he stands up, Sephiroth just respectfully just bows his head.
And looks at everyone else
Towards him.
and hope they do the same.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I sort of like go.
Doing your head.
Are we quite close to them?
You're about 15 feet away from him.
Okay, I do quite a flagrant bow. And I look up and I throw the Queen a little wink.
You are immediately going to get us all to prison.
More cheeky than flirty.
And I'm going to follow.
Immediately decapitated.
And he just like puts his hand on you.
But I wouldn't go that far. Thank you, adventurers, for your aid.
Jamie strips off.
Stripped in.
I have come to the understanding that you have helped in the rescue of my daughter, Theyna. She is currently not here. She is being tended to and looked after. I'd like to thank you all for your aid. Tell me, how did you find the man?
I look to Val as our leader.
I'm sorry, I missed the question.
How is it that you found the man?
We found clues leading to the old district, the dark district,
Shadow District.
the shadow district.
Interesting.
And a woman there pointed us in the direction of the old orphanage. And from them we started to explore. We were attacked by the little ones a few nights ago. One of our allies fell. Seymour brought him back.
Sorry to hear that.
That's okay, he's alive.
Oh, that's good.
As Renos just bows in and goes,
That was me.
"Wow,
You sound whiter, Reynolds.
It's good to know that you are alive.
I hear you're friends with Seymour."
Almost a Gandalf reference.
Yes, we met him back in. No, not Foxdale, the Neverwinter.
You knew it was Reynolds the
He
Brown.
speaks fondly of you.
No, you didn't. It was Reynolds
Yeah,
the
we're
White.
friends.
I will be holding a feast to celebrate the return of my daughter. I was... Well, he turns to his apparent queen. We were thinking that we should invite you. Sorry, I'm still getting over the fact that my daughter is alive.
I understand.
We will be most honoured.
We have no clothes fit for such a refined banquet.
That's fine, I can get my tailors to do that for you.
Definitely has no clothes.
They're comfortable.
I'm definitely lacking.
They're comfortable dressing someone of the scaled variety. And I do a little bit of dragoniness.
Believe me, we've seen more Drakians than you can imagine.
I'm a little taken aback.
Oh, we've had partnership with Drakia before.
I see. I see.
Have they had as polished scales as this one?
And I wink again.
Oh,
Certainly. However, attending a banquet would not be sufficient enough for our gratitude. I am willing to grant one wish for you guys, for your group. Whether it be molds, ask for a quantity, and I should be able to provide a decent amount. Obviously not tons of money. I do have a city I need to run. However, if you require anything else, present it towards me and I shall consider.
In a port town.
Can we... I want to take the orphanage.
Okay, we've got big dreams.
And the class.
Can you tell them that we'll think about it at least?
Can we have some time to think?
Certainly, I don't want to hold you back on other businesses, and I don't want you to make the wrong decision. Please, have some food.
And
It's the feast now.
he then sort of like just beckons in some people and they just bring in like just small platters of food.
He goes, it's just a taste for what's to come.
Do you have any poppadom?
Remind me what that is.
Let it be known that I'm eating a poppadom. In the real
Also be
world.
known that Tony keeps poppadoms on him.
You take granola, you grind it up, you flatten it, and you cook it.
I don't think we do have any of that.
Say no more. I'll bring my own.
You could even teach them the recipe.
Now please, I'll be blessing on you and again, our gratitudes are towards you for saving our daughter.
We have a priest of Pelor.
Shut your damn mouth, son.
That guy's still
I have
here.
heard.
Oh no!
It's reassuring to know that we have priests going to the city to bless our people.
And clerics.
And he then just like tilts his head and he said, Pelor's blessing be on.
And to you also. I just sort of doff my head in a respectful manner.
Paladin slaps him on the back. That's enough. Thank you for your hospitality.
Thank you for your, well, for your aid, I suppose.
We've been staying at the Anvil, is it?
For example,
Yeah.
gosh, you don't want to be standing there. No, I can arrange some rooms temporarily for you guys. And he just like puts his hand up towards one of the guards, and they just like bow their head, and they just run off out of the room.
Thank you once again.
Please, you are guests of the kingdom.
What's the king's name again?
His name was Garon,
Can I write King Garon is my buddy?
if you so wish.
Or my buddy. I feel like we're buds now.
I think homeboy is more descriptive.
That seems stronger than buddy.
Yeah, I feel like that's stronger.
Why do
King
you punish me for that
Garon
play?
might just be my buddy.
Love
I
interest.
put a comma in there.
So he says, "Now, if you excuse me, I have a daughter to tend to."
Of course.
He
Our,
tilts
our
his head.
thoughts and prayers are with her and you during this difficult
Thank you.
time. We're all thankful. The city is thankful, we heard.
Well, Pelor watches over us.
She does.
Pelor's blessing upon you.
So does Kiri
As
Job.
he sort of like stresses the whole "you should leave by now"
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you was leaving. I thought we
No,
were
he's
staying.
like something.
Piss off.
I need a daughter to attend to, and tilts his head.
Let's go to-
Basically just says,
Let's start.
So I go towards the quarters guy who shows us to our quarters.
Quarters guy.
It's my guy. I've got a guy for
As
quarters.
opposed to the half.
Got a fifth guy too.
okay, so you guys spend the rest of the evening just relaxing in your own individual quarters. All the rooms are massive and elaborate and beautiful and very decorative, and the bed, even for like someone like Arya, is just humongous. Everyone is just like lavish with like treats, sweets, a few sort of like baklava, essentially, but not
When
officially.
we left, did we leave out of the gate?
Of what? Which gate?
The orphanage.
Yes, Gavin is with you.
That's what I was going to call them, in fact.
Yeah.
Is my bison in the stable?
I'm going to say you've dissipated him.
Haha.
Traveling through the city with a bison.
Mara
I didn't
coming
choose
out
that.
in truth.
So he's technically still at the orphanage.
Haha.
Who's come with us?
He's in the sandpit frolicking.
Okay. Come to the stables of the keep.
Okay.
That is a. Alright.
What?
How
Okay.
did we react to the
What?
plan?
He's going to kill him.
So you guys are.
What does that? Just read it.
You guys enjoy the evening. You are again sort of like treated with luxuries beyond the norm, and that's where we should leave today's session. Thanks as always to Sirenscape for the amazing atmosphere and music. Make sure you check them out at sirenscape.com. You've just got to be using them at your gaming table.